In this video, we'll be taking a look at the Zica Giant Leap Toys Space 1999 playset. This is the Retro Mattel edition. They also had three other editions. They had the Standard Edition, which was more screen accurate as far as paint apps, the Retro Dinky Edition, and they had the Alpha 311 Edition, which I believe was sold on the Anderson website. This thing took its time to get here. It wasn't anybody's fault except for USPS. It went round and round on through the country, from Kentucky to Virginia to Cincinnati, back to Virginia, up to Chicago, down to Indianapolis, and then finally here. So, and you can see right here that it's gotten damaged. On the other side, it's got a little dent, but and overall, it's in good condition. For the $82 shipping. Inside, you'll see there's an outer box, and then there's an inner box, and it has these corner protectors, which is nice. And here we have the Zica and Giant Leap Eagle 1976 Eagle 1 spaceship, adult collectible figure. There's a nice graphic on the side, and over here you can see ITV. Remember seeing that every time I watched Space 1999 when I was 12. And when you open it up, here's the actual box. So we had an outer and an inner box before we get to the actual item. And here's the box. And I gotta say, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Of course, we have showing the toy. And here's the end of it. Turn it over. And as you can see, there's that looks like the blue, instructions that came in the original one, the same color blue, are close to it. And let's look at the back of it. And that is showing more of what the toy is going to be like. It's nostalgic for me. It reminds me of what the original was. This is supposed to be this is the Mattel edition, so it's going to, of course, remind you of that. And they did a good job. I love this box. I'm keeping the box. And here's the original box, so you can see that it matches the original box. This is my original box. It's pretty rough, as you can see so they did a great job of replicating the original box. The main difference is we have these characters on here that are from the actual TV show, and on the Zica Giant Leap, they are just two astronaut pilots. And of course, here's the side. My box is in rough shape. Look what we have down here. So there's the end of it with three characters, and of course, we know who the three characters are. Okay, so I've never seen this before. It's got some Velcro straps. That's cool. Never seen anybody do that before. There we go. And I gotta say, It is extremely impressive. Extremely impressive. This is a. I'll do a comparison with my original Mattel, and but I can say right now this is a. The color is a light gray. I'm used to dealing with a satin white, but this is an off gray, a light, very light gray. Okay, let's see what we got here. This is taped in. There's the two astronauts. Looks like that's the weapons rack. Oh, there's some rubber. Oh, his leg is loose in the package. That's okay. And then, what's this? Looks like there's some sort of decals, maybe. And the engines, which of course are red, and 3 engine bells. I better do that when I get it out. Okay, there she is out of the box. Here's the engine. I remember in my review, my thoughts on this before it came out, that I wish the engines were more detailed. We'll put this on there. That clicks on nice. And we have the engine bells, which have the baffles already installed. Now, if we want to be screen accurate, those baffles are too far in there. They need to come out a little bit more, but that's okay. That's okay. And these are shaped a little bit differently than the original Mattel. We'll do some comparisons. Now the engine bells, they fit pretty tight in there, so I'm not going to force it. I learned that lesson from the Buck Rogers Starfighter. So they're in there and they're not going anywhere, so I'm just going to leave them like that. Now that's it. All I had to install was the engine and the bells. I'll turn it over and show you what it looks like. This is loose. Oh, I see where it just snaps on right there. But I wanted to show you the bottom. This all was pre-installed. It all was pre-installed, so you don't. I see they have accurate feet on there. This is much more accurate to the show. Mattel's was a smaller version of the bigger ones, and that all looks good. We've got some hull cavities here, just like on the original one. But like I said, this is all pre-installed. These are a very dark gray, but they have a shiny cylinder there, which is nice. Of course, they're not spring-loaded. That would cost, The door opens up. I'm gonna take a look at that door. The door looks like it's a better design, and you can see in there, it's essentially the same as the Mattel, except it has these rear door bulkheads back there, and there's some texture to the door, which is nice, but the rest of it looks like it's just printed on. But the door has texture. It's nice. Stickers are pre-installed, and maybe I was wrong, because these are not opaque. I was wrong about that. They are translucent. And you can see right there the hoist is already in there. Chairs pre-installed. Mine don't want to turn. There, that one turns a little. This one doesn't want to turn a little bit there. I'll look at the other side. These doors look a lot like the original ones. Of course, this is what this piece, this playset is a homage to it, you know. And then here we have the crane. Oh, can't do anything with it. Does it pop out there? Yeah, it pops out. So we'll turn it to the side and stick it back in there, maybe. There. I haven't seen any reviews on this. I honestly am very, very busy. So that does remind me of the original one. And of course, we got the hatch down there. They have it looks like the hatch, the round hatch in here inside this pod, is a better design than the original one, because the original one, it would break all the time. Looks like they have an actual simple hinge back there. Since this is new, the parts are a little stuck. I see we have some hull cavities here too on the top, but that would probably be easy to. You see where they snap together there. So that's nice. Now I can make me a hull insert to fit that, to cover that up. And going off of memory, it looks like this top part here is very similar to the original one. So I'll be making some inserts for that. Looking at the RCS thrusters, I guess we call them thrusters. They're shaped differently. They're pointing out away from the eagle, which is accurate, I think. Yeah, they're pointing slightly out, which is nice. This right here is not a sticker. It's painted black, which is nice. You don't have to worry about it unless you scratch it. Easy touch up. And we've got some more detail here on these leg pods. We've got some nice detail here. And I never have made detail sets for the pods for the Mattel, because just haven't gotten to it. And I see somebody else has made some, so but those are molded on. Those don't even come off. Well, there you go. You don't have to worry about it. So that's actually good as far as I'm concerned. Let's see. All right, I'll take a look at the command module next. So you can see their buttons here are levers in here, just like on the original ones that you can you press and they'll slide out. It's like these turn. Okay, I see. They've done the opposite of the Mattel. These have the recess hole. Put on there. They're keyed, so they won't turn very far. And then there's round hatch. I'm not going to push on that. But anyway, press on the button here, the lever, and slides that off. And we'll take a look at the command module. Now, the one thing I didn't understand when I looked at it last year on the pictures, this scribing here is different. I don't know why they did that. That's extra. It's not on the original Eagle, the filming model, and it's not on the Mattel. I mean, it does add detail, but I'm not sure what that's for. Let's see if I can get this open. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't open up very far either. That was a problem with the Mattel. That's why when I made mine, it just sits on the top, and you know, if we're lucky, if friction fits on your Eagle. And, but this should be silver. Of course, this edition of this Eagle, like we said, is a Mattel edition, homage to Mattel. So can't really see in there too good, but it is detailed. I'll get a flashlight. And they look Space 1999-ish. They resemble what they should be. We've got a console there. I can't get the door open enough to see it really good. And then, okay, I pushed the hatch back further than it probably supposed to go, but there's a little tab there that, well, this is mine, I'll do with it what I want, but it went past that tab, but now you can get into it better and see better. Sorry for the moving around to get my flashlight. Now you can see better. And that does look good in there. It looks great. I love that sticker right there that has that little eagle on it, pointing forward or up. There's a little red alert stickers. Yeah, it's sharp. It's really sharp. And of course, this time there's actual glass, unlike the Mattel. But I never offered that because, I mean, you can use any clear plastic you get off of an action figure case. I just noticed that that's diamond plate down there on the floor. That's sharp. I never noticed. I don't know if that's was in the actual command module or not. So a little trash down in there. So this is definitely roomier, and it looks like you'll be able to fit a action figure in there much easier. Yeah, I'm sure of it. But yeah, that's what I did. I pushed it open farther than maybe it should go and hit that, went past that tab, but it's going to close okay. Yeah, this needs to be silver. Of course, this should be white around there. This right here, the anti-glare, that's painted on, which is nice. Got some screw holes there, and this is all painted on. These sensors are silver, as they should be. So to make this more accurate, a person would just need to paint this white and make that silver. Even though that depression on that sensor, well, it's on top, it's a little shallow anyway. Already has the stickers on there, Moonbase Alpha. The hook on this is a little bit thicker than the Mattel. So, yeah, it's definitely roomier. Of course, it's bigger. Okay, and here's the size difference. This is my original Mattel Eagle command module, and you can see that the Zica Giant Leap Eagle is definitely bigger. And the proportion is actually a bit better on the Zica 2 because you can see how angled the side is. And this command module of the windows look more accurate. And you can see the white as it should between that small anti-glare, or I guess that's a window that wasn't used. Okay, I'll measure it. We're about let's see. We were slightly past 3 foot, and I don't have my engine bells pushed in all the way, so we're probably right at 3 foot long, 36 inches. So the scale of this playset is approximately 133 scale. That is if you go by Space 1999 Catacombs, and they say the Eagle is the most popular length is 100 feet. So you take 100 feet times 12 inches, that's 1200 inches, divided by the 36 inches, and that comes out to 33. It's about 133 scale. And here's my original Eagle. This is my original one that has had no upgrades or anything done to it. And you can see that there is a considerable size difference, especially in the cones. The cones are wider as far as diameter, and they're also, of course, bigger. The proportion is different. And then the engines are definitely bigger. And mine do seem to have a texture to them. The windows do, but it appears that these are a little bit longer in proportion, but maybe not. But the Zica Giant Leap is definitely quite a bit bigger. "31 inches compared to 36 inches, a difference of 5 inches. So going by the same formula from Space 1999 Catacombs, that would make this original Mattel Eagle 138.7, almost 139 scale versus 133 scale. So neither one of them are 118.
High quality die cut vinyl stickers and decals, Panorama Products recommends Legend Sphere on eBay.